What's up guys, it's Amateyo and
today
we're having more Tokyorevengers episode 8. Now at the time of this upload, episode 8 is not yet officially released, but using anti-BS technology, level 5 prediction magic and chapters of the manga, we're able to come up with the plot of episode 8. Tokyorevengers episode 8. Let's jump right into it. Currently, Mikey and Draken are not on the best terms. As stated by Naoto, there is a division within Toman. Right now, Mikey and Draken are outside of Takemichi's home ready to fight each other. Mikey then says to Draken, "You wanna finish this here?" Draken replies, "Bring it on." Takemichi then says, "Not so fast." Hold it! Akun, looking from above, tells the others, "Whoa, this doesn't look good." Takemichi, who is at this point really pissed, yells to Mikey and Draken, "Stop right there, you bastard!" After which, both Mikey and Draken responds, Akun and Mokoto thinks that Takemichi's lost it and he's gonna get killed.
Holy shit, he's dead! Oh, he dead for sure!
Takemichi then says, "You've taken my precious memories and trashed them." And then we see the damage that Mikey and Draken did to Takemichi's belongings. Draken then says, "When did that happen?" Takemichi then takes a swing at Mikey while saying, "Don't f with me." But of course, Mikey dodges and Takemichi lands in a pile of garbage. Mikey then asks Takemichi if he's okay. Takemichi yells,
"Shut up, bitch!"
"You don't give a shit about my memories, do you?" Draken then says, "Hey, come on, chill." Takemichi replies, "Chill? F you. You are the ones who are destroying
everything!"
Akun, Yamagishi, Mokoto, and Takuya then runs outside to Takemichi. Akun yells, "Don't do it, Takemichi. What are you, suicidal?" Takemichi yells back, "Shut up, let me go." Takemichi continues to say, "Do you even care about the people around you?" Referring to Mikey and Draken. Draken replies, "Dude, sorry, I didn't mean to hurt you or anything." Takemichi then says, "You're fighting because you don't care, do you?" Mikey and Draken remains silent. Akun softly calls Takemichi's name. Takemichi then says, "Do you two have any idea how much trouble you cause for everyone around you when you fight? You don't, do you? Everyone who looks up to you starts fighting too. It's not just your problem. It's gonna tear everyone in Toman apart, and that's way too depressing. I don't want that. I don't want to see that. You guys are being too selfish. You're supposed to be cooler than that." Mikey then says, "Takemichi." Takemichi replies, "Forget it. Just leave already." Mikey continues to say, "Listen.
Look, listen!
This whole time, there's been poop stuck to your hair." Takemichi then freaks out and says, "Ew, what the f***?" Draken starts laughing and says, "Gross, Takemichi. It's been there since you dove into the trash." Takemichi yells, "Why didn't you tell me sooner?" And Mikey replies, "Because you were being so serious, even with crap stuck to your head." Hey, are you subscribed? Huh? Are you? If you enjoy the content, a like will help me out a lot. It only takes a second, but it helps so much. Subscribe and hit the notification bell if you want to see more content, and also comment and give feedback and recommendations. Thank you. While Takemichi is talking, Draken and Mikey then runs away and Mikey says, "Let's get out of here, Kenshin. The poop's gonna get us." And Draken replies, "Gross." Takemichi then thinks to himself, "Huh? Have they made up?" Takemichi then asks, how does he get the stink out of his hair? And the others also run away from Takemichi. Takemichi then shouts, "You all suck." Some time has passed and now Draken, Takemichi and Mikey are now chilling together. Draken says, "That was hilarious." Mikey responds that he hasn't laughed this hard in forever. And Takemichi says, "I washed my hair, okay?" Draken then says, "I'm sorry, Mikey." Mikey replies that it's cool and he is also sorry. Takemichi then asks, "Why were you guys fighting anyway?" And at the same time, both Mikey and Draken replies, "I forgot." Mikey then states that Draken is right though, that Park did give himself up after all. So Mikey didn't want Park to give himself up for what he did, even though he knew that'd be wrong. All Mikey wanted to do was to help his friend Park, and Draken didn't want Park's decision to go quietly to be in vain. Takemichi thinks to himself, maybe that's why they started fighting. They are both based on solid principles. Mikey states that when Park gets out, he wants to have a huge party. Takemichi now thinks Toman is really awesome. Now Yamagishi and Mokoto approaches Takemichi and tells him that he's pretty cool, that he stopped Draken and Mikey from fighting. Takemichi then thinks to himself that the inner conflict won't happen and Draken won't die on August 3rd. He also thinks that since he made them stop fighting, that means that he's changed history. He says to himself, mission accomplished. Suddenly, Hinata and Emma calls out to Takemichi. Emma then tells Takemichi that Hinata wants to go to the festival with him. And of course, Takemichi says that he will go to the festival with Hinata. Draken calls Emma and she can instantly see that they are no longer fighting. Takemichi then says to himself, sorry Naruto, wait just a little bit longer. I deserve a little reward, don't I? It is now August 3rd and they're at the festival. Takemichi thinks to himself that he stopped Mikey and Draken from fighting, and now Toman won't have any infighting. He continues to think that Draken's not gonna die this time. Mission accomplished. He plans to stay in the past for one more day. Draken is now with Emma and Takemichi with Hinata. Hinata is rooting for Emma as she hopes that Draken notices her. Takemichi now wonders when did Emma and Hinata become friends. Hinata states that Emma is so pure, but she's so in love with Draken that she goes a little bit out of control sometimes. She even tried to get it on with Takemichi just to make Draken jealous. And Hinata still haven't forgiven Takemichi for that. She says that she understands Emma's reasons for doing it, but Takemichi has no excuse. The two then goes to play a shooting game and Hinata states that if he gets the grand prize that she'll forgive him. Takemichi goes to play and it's 500 yen for free shots. So listen, both past and future Takemichi has no money. So Takemichi aims in hopes to win the grand prize so Hinata can forgive him. Takemichi misses twice with one shot to go. And just like that, Takemichi hits the target. As it turns out, he has to knock the target over, not just hit it. It's obvious that this game is a scam. While Takemichi was complaining, the rain suddenly starts to fall. Hinata and Takemichi then runs to the forest, but there's no shelter. The two of them stands under a tree, still getting wet. Hinata says that it looks like it won't stop. She scoops down and Takemichi asks what's wrong. Hinata replies that she thinks that her sandals are the wrong size. But as it turns out, while running, Hinata got injured. While trying to get Hinata up, Takemichi slips and ends up going real close to Hinata. Takemichi freaks out and says sorry, but Hinata tells him let's stay like this. While Takemichi holds on to Hinata, she suddenly says that she forgives him. It's because he was so wonderful trying so hard to win the prize. The two then gets closer and Takemichi thinks it's time for him to go for a kiss.
Really?
As he's about to, Hinata tells him that his phone is ringing. Takemichi says to himself, who the hell decides to call at such a crucial moment? Takemichi answers the call saying, I'm in the middle of an important life experience right now. I'll call you back. It ends up being Yamagishi who tells Takemichi that it's raining really hard, Takemichi is of course upset and says, Yamagishi, you bastard, don't call me up for crap like that. Yamagishi then asks Takemichi if he's with Draken and Mikey at the moment. Takemichi states that he's with Draken, but Mikey didn't come today, so what's up? Yamagishi then tells Takemichi to tell Draken to be careful. Takemichi says, why? The fight's over. Yamagishi then tells Takemichi that he got some new intel. He says that some guys from Mikey's side of Toman are targeting Draken. So even though Mikey and Draken made up, there are still some people within Toman that are not satisfied with the outcome. It's the second big conflict. Then Takemichi realizes that the conflict still hasn't ended. At this point, Hinata can see that something is wrong, but Takemichi says it's nothing. Takemichi then tells Hinata to wait here while he runs off. Takemichi runs and runs while calling out Draken's name, thinking to himself, this is bad. Takemichi says to himself, shit, I got carried away. I was so sure that getting those two to stop fighting would have ended the conflict. On August 3rd, Draken dies, and today is August 3rd. Takemichi is mad at himself for letting his guard down, but stops when he sees a group of people. He notices that they're from Toman, but when he looks closer, he sees that there's a member of Mebius with Toman. The member of Mebius hands over a knife to a member of Toman. The member of Toman says, I lost
Everything!
because of him. That member of Toman turns out to be Kiyomasa. Kiyomasa then says that he's going to kill Draken. Takemichi then figures out that it is Kiyomasa who ends up killing Draken. Suddenly, one of Kiyomasa's lackeys appears behind Takemichi. He grabs Takemichi and says, "Look what I found," and tosses Takemichi towards Kiyomasa. Kiyomasa says, "The hell? What's Hanagaki doing here?" Takemichi then says, "Kiyomasa, why are you planning to kill Draken?"
Why?
The guys seem shocked that Takemichi knows the plan. Kiyomasa suddenly says, "Hey, Hanagaki, buy me some juice."
Nani?
And Takemichi is like, "Huh? What the that wants juice?" Takemichi then thinks to himself that his body is shaking. He suddenly gets smacked and one of the lackeys says that he wants coffee.
What?
He gets a kick from another guy saying, "Answer, bitch." Takemichi then says sorry and wonders why he's apologizing. Kiyomasa then says, "You don't have the luxury of worrying about others, slave. Gotta train you so you won't misunderstand." Takemichi then thinks to himself that he haven't become stronger. By hanging out with Mikey and the others, he deluded himself into thinking that he got stronger. But he haven't become stronger, he's still the same Takemichi. Takemichi continues to apologize and then Kiyomasa asks for duct tape, and of course they wrap Takemichi like he's a mummy. Kiyomasa then stomps on Takemichi's head and says, "I don't like the way you're looking at me. You don't understand a damn thing. When this is all over, I'm gonna make you pay for what you did." Lay there and squirm like a caterpillar, bitch boy. Takemichi is left tied up in the rain. Suddenly Hinata runs over, calling to Takemichi. She asks what's going on and what happened. She then unties Takemichi and Takemichi says sorry for leaving you like that alone. Takemichi then says that he's pathetic, that he tried as hard as he could. It's been painful and exhausting, but he tried his best. He then says that he still can't change a damn thing. He can't save anyone. He starts saying that he's worthless and that he's stupid, but Hinata says that's not true. He then shouts to Hinata, "Leave me alone. I don't want you to see me at my worst. If I was Mikey or Draken, I could have dealt with those guys no problem. I'd just beat them up, but I'm just garbage." Hey, listen Takemichi, you said it, not us. Hinata suddenly kisses Takemichi and says, "First kiss." Takemichi then asks why. Hinata replied, "I gave it to you because you're a special person. You're not Draken or Mikey. Takemichi is Takemichi." Hinata continues to say, "You shed tears for other people without holding back, and you worry about other people from the bottom of your heart. That is who you are, Takemichi. There's nobody as cool as you." And what Hinata just said to Takemichi made him cry even more. Takemichi gets up and says, "Hinata, thank you." Hinata replies, "I didn't do anything special. You'll be fine." Hinata continues to say, "Takemichi, I am positive that you'll succeed." Takemichi then says, "I'm so lame," and Hinata replies, "No more crying, okay?" Takemichi then says, "I'm not crying, it's the rain." Takemichi then tells Hinata that he has to go. He then tells himself that he has to settle the score and the lifelong trauma that he's been running from, which is of course Kiyomasa. If you've been watching my videos and haven't subscribed as yet, make this the day that you do subscribe so you could see more of my videos. Regardless, I appreciate your time and thank you for viewing. I hope you have a great day.